Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Costa Solon. You're watching NLC Trans. I'm here tonight with my dear friends and co-hosts, Tara Alexander and Stacy Dozier. And I'd like to just say I hope everybody out there had a wonderful Christmas. Certainly I did. It was lovely. It was white. And, and it was very nice. It's always stressful, but it was very nice. Anyway, we are now, of course, it's a week later, we're looking in the face of New Year's. Another year.
Another year.
So this is sort of our unofficial New Year's show. And certainly we will find some things to talk about if we haven't figured out what we're going to talk about yet. We do this. But anyway, I'd like to wish everybody a Happy New Year, because it's probably the last time we'll see you before the New Year.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve.
That's right.
So, yes.
Yeah. Time totally evades me.
Yes.
I don't understand it. It's like a foreign language. But anyway, I have this problem with the apparent nonlinear nature of time. It doesn't work somehow. I don't know what it is. That's why we invented Cali time.
It must be rubbing off, because I got told today at work that I couldn't be at work Friday. It was a holiday, and we weren't going to be there.
Oh.
So I had to go in and erase my time for Friday and put in holiday time instead. I had signed up to work all week. So, oh well.
What were you thinking?
I must have been stuck in the vortex.
Anyway, so it will be, 2010 already.
2010 will be out of the Audis.
Yeah. How did that happen? Again, the
Well,
apparent nonlinear nature of time.
In base 10, after you get to 8 and 9.
Yeah, right, yeah. I know. Very funny. Anyway, so what's going on in the world? I'm sort of clueless today. I'm out of touch. My computer. I got an email just before I left, but I couldn't open it. Well, you know, I'm on dial-up.
Uh-huh.
I am on one of the few people on Earth that's still on dial-up because I live in the middle of the woods, and sometimes things just don't work right. But anyway, I think it was P-Flag and
Yes.
and, Kate Raimondi are
Yep.
trying to get everybody to call
Senator Lieberman, on behalf of an organization who the exact name eludes me at the moment, but it's they have a bill that they've proposed that they want to get him to at least back, if not co-sponsor.
Right, and it's the Uniting
Oh, you printed it?
The Uniting American Families Act.
Yes.
Which has to do with immigration, obviously.
Yes.
But anyway, go on.
Well, it's one of those federal rights and responsibilities that opposite-sex couples in a relationship have that same-sex couples are denied.
Right.
And that's the right to sponsor an alien for citizenship. If you're married and you're a heterosexual couple, you can sponsor your spouse for the citizenship process. If you're a same-sex couple, you're not recognized by the federal government as married, and therefore you cannot sponsor your spouse.
Sure.
And I don't know if they're pushing for that specifically, or if but they're pushing for those kinds of rights, the same rights that heterosexual couples
Yes.
now enjoy.
Exactly.
When it comes to getting your family into the country.
Right. Exactly. I
For same-sex couples.
Don't have a lot of information, but that is my understanding that that's what that is about.
Right.
Sponsorship.
So basically, when they approached Senator Lieberman about this bill, they were talking to one of his aides, and his aides had said, "We've heard from nobody in Connecticut,
Right.
either for or against this. No
constituents
constituents has
have
contacted him."
Right.
So this was a plea to get in touch with Senator Lieberman and stress to Senator Lieberman that the people of Connecticut, he may have forgotten who he represents, the people of Connecticut want to see this happen.
Right.
We want to have equal rights for our citizens under the laws of our state. If you're married in Connecticut, you should enjoy the same rights whether you're a heterosexual couple or a same-sex couple.
Right. Fair is fair. That's all. In fact, we had a video that we had shown. Marriage Makes a Word of Difference. We had shown
Yep.
that recently, and one of the couples in that video had
They were dealing with this exact issue.
exactly. One of them was a Canadian national, and it took them like 10 years.
Took them over 10 years for her to get her spouse legally into the country.
Yeah, just doesn't seem right. Anyway, so that was the email I got. I got one from Kate just before I left. I couldn't
Yep.
open it.
That's what it was.
But anyway, hi Kate.
I opened it. I forwarded it off to the mailing list.
Good.
But
Anyway, what else is going on? Anything?
depends on what realm of news you're looking for.
Oh God, yes. Well, you know, why?
Do you know about the Christmas Day attempted bombing of the airline?
Which
Yeah.
which one was this?
In Detroit?
Yeah, on its way to Detroit, the Nigerian student or something like that.
I'd seen something. See, my problem is that that I have no television.
You get headlines on the computer.
I get headlines on the computer, and that's about it. That's the.
Right.
I live in the woods, like a hermit.
And it's beautiful, but isolated
It's isolated
in
So-
every way.
So, and I think if I hook up an antenna to my radio, maybe I can get some.
Get a
news that
radio
way.
station.
But I did see that the
Mhm.
little headline on the computer. So
Yep.
so I knew that there was.
He had sewn some explosive material into his underwear,
Wow.
and he had a chemical ignition that he failed to be able to implement before the passengers and crew took him down. But part of this whole investigation process to figure out where it failed and everything, one of the big debates that's going on right now is whether or not we're going to start using full body scanners. Full body scanners are supposed to be able to detect weapons and explosives and stuff because the high energy, just below microwave, tetra waves,
Wow.
penetrate your clothing and they can image you without you actually having to strip. They can see through your clothes.
Wow.
And there are privacy issues around it. There are groups that have basically said that if Playboy published these pictures, there'd be senators claiming it's pornography, and you're going to have the federal employees viewing